take a look. Sound lingers. Vital leap forward!
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
No! At this rate, the family will be done for! Done for!
My dear guests, welcome. What would you like to eat? Wait a minute. Isn't that our festive superstar? You're here for that Holy Grail war, right? Haha, trying to stay low-key, huh? Don't worry, I won't sell you out. And this must be the heroic spirit you summoned, huh? Dare I ask, miss, which famous person from Penaconian history do you represent?
そうなの。
ところで、こちらのお店の看板料理は何でしょうか？
ドリームリーフが初めてなら転換手羽バーガーをおすすめするわ。他ではまず食べられない美味しさよ。
Our store only uses pure organic ingredients sourced from the Memory Zone's farms. The soil they're cultivated in is free of harmful emotions.
All right. We'd like 100 burgers.
Okay, wait. Did you say 100? Are you sure about that?
The lady next to me needs to replenish some energy.
With so many Holovian wing burgers, it'll take a little time to prepare. Please be patient, folks.
So, Saber, what wish would you make to the Holy Grail?
Two Holovian wing burgers, 2 bottles of Sousa juice. Miss Note, is that okay?
Of course. But I'm afraid this isn't exactly a quiet spot to dine. We have a rather noticeable servant in front of us.
It's been a while. Miss Note, this is the trustworthy friend I mentioned to you earlier.
This place has got both bread and stories.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
Excuse me. Could you please put their meals on my tab as well? Also, make sure we have a quiet dining experience. No interruptions from the other guests. I'll leave an extra tip for that. Thanks.
All right, you can rest easy. No one's gonna bother you while you're eating.
Miss Servant, over there? Could you turn down the murderous look? If your hand's always on your sword, I'll have to step in to protect Miss Robin.
Sorry to interrupt, dear guest, but if you're gonna fight, maybe you should eat first. Your Harlovian wing burgers are ready.
So, let's eat first?
Agreed.
You two ordered all of this? It seems they've all calmed down after eating. The dinner table really is the best place for diplomacy. No problem at all. I love seeing people smile after they're full. But your servant's appetite is truly impressive.
Miss Saber, I don't remember anyone like you in the history of Penacony.
I don't quite understand what you mean. Forgive me for asking such a naive question, but what exactly are you heroic spirits? Are you truly the souls of historical figures who have passed? Magical energy, noble phantasms. Do these things really exist?
In life, I wasn't anyone special, so I'm quite surprised to have been summoned as a heroic spirit. I don't have the sense of security that Miss Saber has, nor have I even retained my true name. I honestly don't know what a servant as weak as I am can do for my master.
Miss Note. Well said. My brother once told me that Penacony is a land of empty legends and no true heroes. To him, the historical figures of Penacony, the legendary heroes, are all just half-truths. Images created by later generations, like products in a store window. Even their dreams turn into reality TV prizes. But at this moment, whether it's the otherworldly Miss Saber or the historical Miss Note, I'm certain you both are more real than that. And not just some commercialized product.
Master, thank you for your comforting words. But in my current state, with my true name sealed, and not to mention being an enemy of that saber, I fear it would be difficult to protect you in front of other opponents, let alone help you achieve your dreams.
I'm the last remaining head of the Oak family, a chord master of harmony. I'm not as fragile as you think. And as of now, I no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail.
Master, what exactly are you saying? If you no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail, why did you accept the command spell, step into the summoning circle, and call me here?
I joined this game, held by old Odie, with mixed feelings. Because at first, I did have a vague idea in mind. My brother once summoned a higher power to intervene here for his own wishes, hoping to turn Penacony into a utopia in dormancy. He failed, and now must walk the road of atonement. But the impact of his actions still lingers in the hearts of the people of Penacony. I wanted to use the Holy Grail to erase and heal those scars, to make up for my brother's mistakes. But now I realize I was wrong. Summoning Miss Note to the present world showed me that the Holy Grail does possess some sort of power. And entrusting my vague, unclear wish to an unknown entity would lead us down a very dangerous path. Regardless of my intentions, my wish is still selfish. It's no different from my brother's wish. I'm sorry, Miss Note. But the moment I summoned you, I realized my true feelings. The people of Penacony are not so weak that they need Enna's dream to save them. I shouldn't ask the Holy Grail for anything. What concerns me more is... what exactly does old Odie want to use the Holy Grail for? It's about making peace, not begging. At the very least, we should show them we have no intention of fighting.
From what I know of old Odie, he won't stop this game no matter what.
So I want to form an alliance with as many participants as possible. Until we clearly understand the true nature of this Holy Grail war and the power of the Grail, we shouldn't make any wishes too hastily.
You're a worthy successor of the Oak family, Master. But I think your plan for alliances is a bit idealistic. Each participant and their servant have their own desires. And until the final winner is decided, no one can guarantee that your trusted friend and her saber won't turn their blades on us. But, for now, I'll follow your lead. However, if the situation changes when trying to form alliances with other servants, I'll make my own decisions.
Huh? Boothill just sent me a really long text message.
I got one too. Was it a mass text? Is this a text from Mr. Boothill? Huh? You've already figured out how to automatically translate his swearing in your head? Wait. This absolutely isn't from him.
See? Peace is just the interlude in a war. That Boothill. He's probably already been taken down.
No, he's a seasoned warrior. There's no way he's out this early. But someone must have gotten their hands on his phone and is using his identity to lure us to Clock Studios theme park. Yeah, I was thinking the same. If we rush over now, there's still a chance to save Mr. Boothill. What do you all think?
Then let's head out!
Aren't we supposed to meet up here? Where did they go? Something's off. Maybe someone got the jump on them and took her and her servant out before we got here.
Or maybe our old friend is concerned about an IPC employee showing up. So they're lurking in the shadows to assess us. Well, past enemies can still become present-day allies. Am I right, cowboy?
Even with the IPC, she should at least trust me after we went through so much together. Hey! Come on out! Let's chat about joining forces as a team. You ain't gonna get hurt.
Oh, they aren't coming. I went through a lot of possibilities in my head before we got here. But I never expected to face the most ridiculous of them all.
A sharp bag pulled off a scam on a Galaxy Ranger. Listen up, fork and shirt bags! Ain't no matter who you are and what you want to do. I've got you surrounded. Pop out now. Or don't say I didn't warn you when you stub your toe on the way to the underworld.
Did you hear that? Oh, he's gonna kill us if we don't give ourselves up. Oh, he's every inch a serious criminal with a huge bounty on his head. I'm positively shaking in my boots with how he talks. Huh? Wait, isn't that Mr. Aventurine of the 10 Stonehearts? Why is a criminal wanted by the IPC walking around with an IPC executive, Sir, if that blasted cowboy's got you kidnapped at gunpoint, just give me a blink. Or maybe you two are actually friends? An IPC executive secretly in cahoots with a cosmic fugitive. Assassin, you've got to grab this awesome scene on film.
Oh, your servant is Mr. Rekka? No. Wait, now that I'm looking at him, there's something off.
Hey, you know him? The guy in the IPC uniform next to Rekka?
There are more IPC employees who know my face than there are grains of sand in Sigonia's desert. You think I can remember them all?
Oh, wretched brat. You think I'm scared of you just because you're a Stoneheart? The Strategic Investment Department's reach may be long, but it will never reach my neck of the woods. After I win the Holy Grail, I will make everyone do as I say. I'll make you all kneel before me and beg for mercy, then have you bark like dogs, oink like pigs. No, croak like frogs.
So old Odie even sent invitations to your department? But I thought you folks barely stationed anyone at Penacony. Unless your name is...
Huh? Oh, have you actually heard of me?
Never mind. There's no way I'd ever remember the name of some nobody.
Ha! You high and mighty executives have never treated us basic workers as people! You would send me to a primitive post like the Cienjo with one word and switch me over to Penacony with the next! I thought Penacony might be a juicy gig. But all I've done every day is talk business to a bunch of papashi! It's making my neck crank even worse! But hey, all of that'll soon be a thing of the past. Aventurine? Ha! I'll replace you and become the new Stoneheart of that name. Assassin, use your noble phantasm to bring me victory!
Huh? Do I finally get to see this shrimp servant in action? Archer, get ready for a fight.
The filming has begun, actors. Take your positions. Let the camera roll. Let the film spin. And let us return to the silent horror picture show. Ready? Action!
I've always wanted to see you people like this. A bunch of idiots subjected to my every whim. And why have you been reduced to this, may you ask? Because now I am the protagonist. You extras will never be treated in the same way as me. I can't wait to hear what kind of petrified screams you'd be making in this horror show. Oh, wait. Oops, I forgot. No one can hear their own screams in Assassin's Noble Phantasm! You want to leave after entering Boss Scott's turf? In your dreams!
Supporting characters with no voice dubbing shouldn't waste the audience's time with your lines. Ready? Action!
You fool! How did you let your true name slip like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit's greatest weakness? Assassin! Trying to run? Did I, the protagonist, ever give you permission to run? As the star of this film, I'll be the one to personally tear you all apart limb by limb. You see these chainsaws in my hands? With assassin's power, these two poison saws can cut 3 times the blink of an eye. That's 6 cuts in one go! With my concealed sword chainsaw reversal, you won't escape me even if you turn into a swallow!
Time for the open sesame. Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Take a look. Sound lingers.
Light a leap for it!
Yeah.
Is this what you meant by giving me more power? I'm all fired up! Now, I will take back everything you took from me! You shall pay tenfold! No, 1,000-fold! Young and didn't know what you were doing? You ruined my life! You made me bark and oink and face a demotion, moving from one puny post to another in the cosmos in despair and misery! And this is what you call it? Young and didn't know what you were doing! You and your little entourage of extras. You won't get to be cocky for much longer. The power inside me is breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Scot, 2 Scots, 3 Scots. My scalp is scratchy. 2 got stuck in there. Fear me, mortals, for I am everywhere! In your dreams, in your shadows, right behind your back! Now I, the Lord of the Wolf Pack, the 1,000-faced Scot, will devour all! Heaven waves made your lives! Heaven! Let me show you the overwhelming strength in numbers!
Swept away by the wind.
Lose some, win some. Don't let me down.
Mavis, dispel the gloom, restore the sky.
So this is the warmth of life.
Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking.
Best graze.
Guide with a rainbow bridge. Have some sunshine.
So this is the warmth of life. Some value, I suppose. Yeah.
Open set.
Don't you think you messed this one up? Oh, damn it! Weren't you just getting your butt kicked a moment ago? We are gathered here today to commemorate the many Scots who have sacrificed their lives again and again. Well, if those dead weights weren't dragging me down, I'd have won ages ago. The true lone wolf walks alone. Only weak rabble sticks together. Coward! You've been hiding at the back all this time. Even my eyelashes did more work than you. Greedy! Do you still even want the Holy Grail? Go change the script on the fly! Move the stage props! Give me more power! Let me crush them all! Crush them in the palm of my hands like a true villain! Greedy! Are you trying to betray me? Don't forget, I am your master! With my command spell, you'll have to... Ribbit, 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 ribbit,
Take a look.
Sound lingers.
Vital leap forward.
Show your courage.
Watch this.
Ribbit, evil spirit! Why do you despise humans so? Is there not a single ounce of love or compassion in your heart, Ribbit? If I back down now, I'd be the same as all the other Scots. So, if you want to hurt Miss Robin, you'll have to walk over my dead body, Ribbit! Old foe, you've arrived just in time. Help me! Together we can crush this blasted evil spirit! Doesn't matter if you want to punish me later or demand an explanation. As long as Miss Robin is safe, you can do whatever you want with me, Ribbit. Ribbit? 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 Ribbit, ribbit! Ribbit, 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 ribbit! Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit! Ribbit! Here comes a hero of justice, Ribbit! Greedy split my consciousness into countless fragments in the previous battle, just like what happened to Miss Robin. I'm honestly as shocked as you are. Who'd have thought there's justice in that man called Scott? And yet, my chest burns with righteous fire. Then I thought, what if this is all part of Scott's plan? What if the evil side of him is lying in wait within me, ready to spring to action at any moment? I want to go with you to save the other Miss Robins, and I also need someone to kill me if Scott ever takes over my body. To honor the trust placed in me, I will never bend to evil, Ribbit. Ribbit! I'll prove my justice with my actions, Ribbit!
Watch this.
I can't keep going with all of you. But I'll die happy, knowing that I gave my life for justice, to keep others safe. Tell Rakshmi, the night we broke up, I lied to her. There's justice. That justice is a part of the name. It doesn't mean anything. What do you think? How would you rate this shocking reveal, Ribbit? Director, heal me up! I worked so hard to lead them into the trap, and now you're shooting me in the butt!
Watch this.
They're lost. May this thing dispel the gloom, restore the skies. There's no power like team power. I'll go easy. Feeling spiffy? Let's play. Can you find the answer? Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
my butt!
Archer, as my servant, you'll come with me, right? Oh, what's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win? So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
Assistance is timely. May this dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Everything
Lend me your strength. The future is bright. Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy? Guide Rainbow Bridge. Have some sunshine. There's no this battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. I'll go easy this time. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Let's play hide and seek. Can you find the answer?
all or nothing.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Time to bow out.
Show me the way. Feeling spiffy? May this dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Prepare for some hard luck.
Lend me your strength. Have some sunshine. There's no power like team power. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Feeling spiffy?
Down. Scoundrels on tour.
The future is bright. Huh. Let's play for a while. Can you find the answer? You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
It's all or nothing! Double down!
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this! Why do actors in horror films never see where the monsters come from? Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors. Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens. But monsters are different. They are the soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Having the devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever! Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
A director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department. Thanks for the compliment, but that was a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released memory zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time. You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources. Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a Holy Grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater. Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
There's nowhere in Penacony more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater. Oh, Mr. Boothill, why are you looking at me like that?
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Fudger's fan.
Well, instead of calling me Master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, Red Guy? Those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, and insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Node is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
Whoa, yeah! Ribbit! Whew! Now, that's more like it. Let's move out. Now,
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know. You are the servant of that Galaxy Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue. I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice. Quite the impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but... Miss Note? No. It's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
I did what you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang. You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold. And the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant, and now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You had the talent to bring thousands of characters to life all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Show your courage. Watch this. Final leap. Watch this.
Fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
His note. I'm glad you're okay.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach. But I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break. And I must insist that every one of you take a break as well. Until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest.
Let the curtain fall! Canon Can presents!
Oh, Artorias. Here to draw the sword, aren't you? I knew it! That Mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king, I really can't picture that.
Were you shocked just now?
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station. My earliest memory was boarding a train, headed for the stars, and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future. I became the person I wanted to be. So this is the sword in the stone?
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits? Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for you all in this show. Including you, Trailblazer.
So, newcomer, are you staying? Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Herta space station, but I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think. Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived. But you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts. And I'm the cosmic geographer. Who's that, a game character? Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done? Oh, I've heard of that! Apparently, a valuable relic was stolen from the space station. It was swallowed by a mysterious intruder, which then led to an attack from the Antimatter Legion. If it weren't for Madame Herta stepping in to handle the crisis, we'd all be burnt to a crisp by now. Any idea who that mysterious intruder was? Yep, you guessed it. It was you, lass. The only reason you got a job here is that lead researcher Asta took pity on you. Oh, you mean the Lord Ravager who recently appeared on the Xianzhou and caused a huge ruckus? From what I've heard, her plan was foiled by the general of the Luofu, but the Xianzhou people paid a heavy price for it. Listen, don't use someone else's tragedy as your bragging material. Let me guess. Next, you'll say you were invited to the Charmony Festival and became the festive superstar. Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Uh-huh. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down. Are you regretting that choice now?
I regret my choice.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills, so I'll start you off with some light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a while. Don't be so surprised. Our department is at the bottom of the food chain on the station. This work happens all the time. I'm off. Be sure to do your job well. Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask myself, would I still be stuck in this dead-end job if I made a different choice? No, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here, are they?
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline. I'll cut you some slack given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff?
You're too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing. What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird. Hold on. I think I've seen that. Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here? exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore. But deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here. What a strange dream. I should get to work. Scheduling Department of Cosmic Geography meetings for the next month. This should be easier than yesterday, right? The Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice? I'll think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the express leaves. I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first. The Astral Express.
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side. The bird believed that she would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and voice, just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money, turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty, but the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy gutter. They stripped away her stage name, replaced her with a fresh-faced chick, and smothered her with slander and rumors, leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence. As
you know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm when they wish to end this Holy Grail war? Old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish, but the cost he demands is far greater. As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
Ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will, just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants will not yield to your noble phantasm, even though you've stripped their identity as heroes. I trust them.
I will wait and see.
I feel like I had a strange dream. But the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest. There's still today's work to get through.
The express is already left. Going there will be pointless. Let's go to the lab. Hit the cafeteria. Let's go fishing. Isn't life on the space station wonderful? People would kill just to live the life you have here. There's no antimatter legion. No abominations of abundance. This place is the most peaceful paradise in the universe. Stop. The future of a nameless is, do you think you're special? Think of tear.
So you'll finally admit that I'm a nameless?
Would you still pull this weapon out? Even if it'll bring about tragic end. Which is why I've crafted such gentle dreams for you all. Isn't that what you've been looking for all this time?
You'll regret this!
I'll never regret.
Why do you have such blind courage? Don't you ever feel regret? May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Persistence is timely.
Let's play hide and seek. Can you find the answer?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
It doesn't fall. Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Lend me your strength.
I'll go easy this time. May this dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Persistence is timely.
Ancestors, they haven't.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I can't become a fool like you. And I won't agree with your choices. Let's play.
Can you find the answer? We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
May this dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Persistence is timely.
I failed. just like how I failed in life. This...
The performing arts had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage after leaving your prison?
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing. Those small moments made me feel free, even in that iron cage. But Penacony has changed. After so many Amber eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. And now, I am locked in this newly forged prison. Anyway, it's time to end this. A servant who betrayed their master has no right to exist.
Then, as you wish. With the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asuna. Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony. That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker. Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person. Mother of Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now only dance for yourself. This farce is nearing its end, but I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You are still a hero to them, no matter the slanders your name bears.
Boothill and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
A different life? Penacony's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the job.
So, where did she put you?
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had there.
And you? Where'd she send you?
Me? I had a long-awaited reunion.
Show your courage. Vital reform. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Looks like Lady Osner has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. But that's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle the most critical parts yourself.
Old fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail war.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones. What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can...
Good point. But I'm still very curious about your little scheme.
Miss, what you're talking about is something only the Genius Society would obsessively chase after. I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival meant a hate. The Holy Grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. Even if I do have some personal objectives. Wealth that pops out of thin air will only lead to inflation. What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes. I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated. The Golden Hour will set the prices for goods based on my desires. And the Blue Hour, do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas? It seems you're all eager. Why don't we discuss a collaboration instead? We can even formalize it with a contract, using precise logical language.
Nah, we need to whip this fella's hind end, then smash it to pieces.
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today, so I'll pass this opportunity to Mr. Odie.
If you are all so keen to make me your enemy, I suppose I'll have to become the final challenge on this variety show. The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but who should I summon? This question has haunted. Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself? A person who's still standing strong after 10 Ember eras of business intrigue. Isn't this living? I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see... The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, a bug, madly devouring wealth. Do you want to take the Holy Grail or crush it? You'll have to get through me first.
So the person we've been talking to was old Odie's servant all along?
Your resistance is timeless.
I order you, Saber! Destroy all that is evil!
Lend me your strength. Guide me the Rainbow Bridge. Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Crush it, Saber! Command spell, I command you to unleash your noble phantasm! Shatter the Holy Grail!
Is this grand?
No need to feel bad for a heritage building. Unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. And I fear the Holy Grail. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony. Mr. Scott's issues will be handled by the IPC.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money, won't keep me down. Such a shame, brother. If we have...
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
夢の中で私はあなたの恐れを見ました。ですがそれを恥じることはありません。未知への不安、迷い、失うことへの恐怖心、そして何かを成し遂げられなかったことに対する後悔の念は、人間であれば誰もが抱く感情ですから。英雄になる前はヘラクレスもただの子供でした。今はまだ力が足りないかもしれませんが、あなたはいつか銀河を照らす星になる。私はそう信じています。もし私の存在がわずかでもあなたの進む道を照らせたのなら、それほど嬉しいことはありません。マスター、未来のあなたによろしくお伝えください。
聖杯が壊された。人々はそれを追い求め、
Sacrifice. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it... Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Amber Airs have passed. And out of those, I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see it, don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old...
Mr. Odie, your wish truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words.
Greedy? Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Rekka. Is the editing of the footage complete?
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War.
That'd be enough for me. I'm not like that.
What? The memories of
Memories of a flop director like Greedy?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare. He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times, a most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero. How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Greedy?
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right. It's your turn, Miss Asna. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear! I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you. Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Asna, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
March 7th is always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point. Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's hometown?
100 times worse.
I'd love to have a try.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble. Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Dan Heng, but even he started to follow along now.
Mm-hmm.
You passengers are all the same. Mikhail, you're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
Will you be returning to the Express?
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely. The Holy Grail War is coming to an end, and wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Penacony.
Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom-Pom will always be here, waiting for your return.
It's a deal then, conductor. The next time the Express stops at Penacony, please sound the horn for me, Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you.
It's a promise.
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail War orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it. was, Mr. Adventuring Guest. Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude. So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail war. There's something inside the Holy Grail. I think this is a note for you.
Hey, sister. Since y'all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip. By the way, aren't you curious what old Sempo's wish to the Holy Grail was? I knew it, sis! You're still thinking about old Sempo. And I won't lie, the audience is waiting for it too.
All right, folks, the show's over. But if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be